Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. My name is Alison, certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with busy professional women to help them be found by the partners that they deserve. So yesterday, like we in church, last night around 9 p.m., maybe like 8:59 p.m. Eastern, I did an entire live breaking down how I help my clients be found by the partners that they deserve. And I knew that it was Thanksgiving evening, so I figured I would come back around and I would hit y'all again with how I do it. What are the specific steps that I teach in my 6-month coaching program, The Partner You Deserve, so that I can help my clients to be found by that partner. So first of all, I want to thank everyone who is joining the live. Hello, Lily, Men of Honor. Who else do we have up in here? We have Dreamin' Big 7. Hello. Hey, Vita. Thank you. We have Whole Face Expert. Hello, hello. Resource Jess. How are you? Dripped in Glam. Yours truly, Miss Brown. Hello, everyone who is joining the live. Give me a second to pin what we're talking about. And as I shared, I'm doing an encore. I'm doing an encore presentation of yesterday's live. Okay. So how I help busy professional women be found by the partners they deserve. I feel like the cat who's typing and then the thing is going really fast. Okay, let's make sure. Let's proofread that so I don't have to do it twice. Yep. Okay. Pin it at the bottom. Pin. All right. So let's do some housekeeping before we get into today's live, which will be approximately 45 minutes. We're not taking any questions on the live. We're not doing any shared lives today. Today, I am teaching how I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve. Yesterday's live was so good. I figured I would do an encore presentation, and I could have just emailed or texted out the link, but let's run it back. It ain't gonna hurt. Let's run it back. So let's do some housekeeping. Number one, housekeeping update is that if you are interested in attending the Ready, Set, Love retreat, that is the retreat that it's going to be, I guess, the second annual that I host every year at this point. The Ready, Set, Love retreat this year is going to be in let me start over. Next year, we will be having Ready, Set, Love again, April the 20th through the 24th in Costa Rica. If you are interested in attending this retreat, this is for women who are looking to get into the relationships or to strengthen the relationships that they are in currently. This retreat is for you. So if you are single, if you are dating, if you are in a committed relationship, if you are in a situationship, y'all know how I feel about situationships. Any of those things, this retreat is for you. So not only are we staying on a 10,000 square foot compound with 2 houses, pool, jacuzzi, all that kind of stuff. There will be daily master classes that are taught by experts, not just me, to encompass mind, body, and spirit. Amber, I need you on this retreat, babe. I need you at the Ready, Set, Love retreat. So we have daily master classes taught by me and others who are working on mind, body, and spirit. So dating and relationship classes, spirituality, yoga, all that good stuff. And then super important is also self-love as well as sisterhood. So you are going to be on this retreat with like-minded women who want the same things as you, a loving, committed relationship that leads to marriage and happy family, right? So we're building sisterhood through excursions, which are included in your pricing. I don't play that a la carte stuff. Like, just hit me with the price, let me pay it off, and then let me show up and I can leave my wallet locked up in my room, right? So your accommodations, your transportation to and from the airport, we have, what else do we have? We have our chef 3 meals a day, drinks, excursions, pool party, slumber party, game night, master classes, of course. All of that is included. All you have to do is show up. That's all you got to do. So if you're interested in attending the Ready, Set, Love retreat in Costa Rica, April 20th through the 24th, all you have to do is DM me the word Costa Rica or the words, comment underneath any of my posts, the words Costa Rica, click the link in my bio and click on Costa Rica, and it'll have all of the details for you. If you do not have a friend to bring with you, that is a-okay. You can still choose to do the double occupancy, and I will be sure to match you with someone who I've already vetted who is looking for a roommate, okay? All right, B. Marquita, Costa Rica. It might not come up on the live, so you would either have to DM me or comment underneath a post, or you could click the link in my bio. But if I remember this, I'm going to go back and I will send you the link, okay? Again, it's for women who are dating, single, it's complicated, situationship. You know that you deserve more in your romantic life, and you want to learn how to do that, all right? Ready, set, love, retreat. That is housekeeping number one. Housekeeping number two. Oh, sorry, I should have included in housekeeping number one, it is $200 off. So the early bird pricing has been extended through tonight, 11:59 p.m., and there's only 2 slots left. So $200 off through tonight is the early bird that's been extended, and it's only 2 slots, so stop playing, okay? That's Costa Rica. Number two, the pricing of my coaching program, what I'm about to go through with you guys right now. I'm about to give you step by step of how I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve. That 6-month program, the pricing is going to be increasing significantly. The investment is going to be increasing significantly. The investment is going to be increasing significantly effective January 1st. Effective January 1st. So if you are interested in being a client of mine who gets the results that I have gotten for so many women who are like you, big, small, tall, dark, tall, short, light or dark, a mama or never a mama, married or never been married, had mad boyfriends, never had any boyfriends, right? It runs the gamut. If you're looking to get the results I've gotten for so many other clients who are like you, over 200 women have gone through my program, and they are happy, committed relationships, engaged, married, first-time moms. That's what I'm producing. I'm changing the trajectory of Black love and commitment in our society, right? And the reason why I do what I do has nothing to do with y'all. You heard me? The reason why I do what I do has nothing to do with y'all. I love the weddings. I love the rings. I love the wedding dresses. I love to see it, but it's not about y'all. Really, it's about these kids. So I have 15 years experience in education. I am passionate about positive outcomes for children. And what I have seen in my 15 years of education is that children who come up and grow up in healthy, happy, 2-parent households have easier outcomes in life. They are healthier, they are happier. Now, I'm not talking down to anybody who has had to become a single mom or dad. I'm not talking down to the people who have found success no matter what their circumstances are at home, and there are plenty. But why do we want to choose to struggle if we don't have to? Right? I have a client. She has a 7-year-old son. She went through the program. She got engaged. She's gotten married. They bought a house. Her son now has a father who is in the home, right? Because I love the dads, but it ain't the same if you're not living in the house, right? So he has a father who is in the home. They own a home together. The trajectory of the finances and the legacy and the generational wealth has now shifted for this boy. So if I want to have an impact on the youth, my best bet is not to necessarily work with them, because their outcomes are going to be impacted by their household and their community. Instead, the work that needs to be done is with y'all. So that's why I do what I do, and that's why I'm here to help, right? So I say all that to say, because I definitely got off track, because that's what I love to do, is get off track. Hey, Dawn. I need y'all to show up and be the best versions of you, okay? So if you're interested in being coached by me because you want similar results for yourself, for your lineage, for your future, then you can go ahead and click the link in my bio, and you can join me in my 6-month coaching program, The Partner You Deserve. I'm about to break everything down for how I help my clients get to that point. But the price, the investment is going up significantly. And the reason why is because I need results. Y'all know me. I'm a very serious person. I am results driven. I need people who are serious. I need people who are dedicated. And let's be honest, when things are cheaper, super affordable, and free, people don't take it seriously. They just don't. All right, story time. I shared last night on the live that I have a friend. She was a client. She is a business coach, a multi-million-dollar business coach, became friend, right? And there's some changes I wanted to make in my business, and I did not know how to do it. I don't have a business degree. I have a counseling degree, right? This is the work that I do. I don't have a business mind, right? And so I've taken plenty of courses for thousands of dollars to get me as far as I've gotten, and I'm super happy with that. But there's a pivot that I want to make in my business, and I don't know what to do. I'm not as happy as I'd like to be. To be honest with you, I'm beginning to get burnt out. But that's a longer story for another day, right? And so I came up with a plan, and I said, I don't know. I don't have the skill set to execute this plan. So let me holler at my friend Terry, who is a multi-million-dollar business coach. She has proven through her testimonials that I have seen that she helps people to make money in their business, to be fulfilled in their business, to be able to have the impact that they desire. I'm going to holler at her. I get an email because I'm on her email list. I'm also a part of her Patreon, but I'm on her email list, and I see that she is having a sale on her 1-hour sessions. You know what the sale was? Y'all ready for this? 50% off the 1-hour session, $638. It didn't freeze. I'm here. $638 is the 50% off for a 1-hour coaching session. Why? Because she wants people who are serious. She wants people who are going to do the work. She wants people who are going to apply what they learned. And when we get stuff that's cheap, we don't do it. We don't do the work. We don't show up. We don't respect it. Right? And she said actually the only reason that she had a sale, which is rare, is because she made 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, so she did 50% off. If I'm serious about my business, if I know that I'm beginning to get burnt out and I don't want to be, if I want to keep Align with Alison alive, but I need to pivot, and I believe in myself and I believe in my business and I want this thing to work and I don't have the answers, I need to pay somebody who does. I need to pay somebody who does. So I invested. We had a call. We went a little overtime. I appreciated that. She gave me like 1 hour and 10 minutes. We recorded it and I already started putting things in place. But one of the things that taught me is that when people don't have skin in the game, they do not do the work. And so that's why the investment for the partner you deserve is going up significantly. It's going up from $3,500 for 6 months of coaching. Hers is $638 for an hour. Right? Mine currently $3,500 for 6 months of coaching. 6 months of coaching, which includes having my direct phone number for you to text me 24/7 with any dating question that you have, any relationship question. And I have old clients on here who can attest. I have new, I have old, that it never actually stops. They still DM me, I respond expeditiously. Right? But nonetheless, it's going from 35 to 4,997, about $1,500 increase, because I want to attract the people who are serious about doing the work and showing up and being in class and being early, not on time, who are listening to the recordings, who are applying the knowledge, who's doing the work, who's on the apps like I told them to be, even if they don't want to be, who's going outside and going to the events that I tell them to go, even though they don't want to go. All right. I don't want to go on and on and on because this is not a commercial. This is just me giving you guys an update. OK, so if you're interested in working with me, especially after you hear how I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve, then you can go ahead and click the link in my bio and you can book a consultation. The price is going up. The investment is going up significantly from today to January the 1st. Last thing, because again, this is not a commercial. Last piece is I will be transitioning, and this is a part of the coaching that I did with her, right? $638 for an hour. And that's her 50% off. I will be transitioning my weekly Ask Alison lives to YouTube. So you are no longer going to see me here on Wednesday at 6:30, sometimes I'll be late, p.m. Eastern. On Wednesdays, you're not going to see me here. You can join me on Instagram, on YouTube Live. All you have to do is click the link in my bio and subscribe, and it is free. And you can ask all the questions that you want, and I'll be taking those questions at the time. So normally, on Instagram, I have a story. There's like a rule, right? Not for now, right? You're going to join me on YouTube. Wednesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern. To become a subscriber at Align with Alison, click the link in my bio. Join me on YouTube. I'm going to be doing my Ask Alisons on YouTube Live, okay? You'll see the clips on here, but to see it live and in full, you have to become a subscriber on YouTube. Okay, that's the end of that. Thank you, everybody who has been so supportive. Viner, Amber, I need you on the retreat. The Sound of Amuse, everybody. All right, so let's get into the training at hand. So again, welcome. My name is Alison, certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with busy professional women to be found by the partners that they deserve. So I want to walk you through exactly what I do, exactly how I help these busy professional women get from single or in a situationship that does not serve them into healthy, committed relationships that will then eventually lead to healthy and happy marriages. So step one. Let me see a step one in the comments. Let me see a step one in the comments. A one. All right, Rhoda, you're in. All right, if you're in already, then let's go. Click the link in my bio, book your consult. Let's get you in, especially January 1st, 4997. All right. Step one, thank you. So the first thing that I do when working with clients to help them be found by the partners that they deserve is I work with them to establish what their goals are in their romantic life. What are your goals? What are you looking to create with your partner? What do you need to build with him, and what does he need to build with you? This is not the time. The time will come. This is not the time to talk about how he has to look and how much money he has to make and how many kids he can or cannot have and how much education he needs to have and how much of a good Christian man he needs to be. That time is coming. That's next. But for this step is, what is your vision for the relationship? Now, so just back information that you don't care about. I could very easily start with your non-negotiables, which are what the man has to be. I could start with that. There's a reason why I start with the goals, because when I'm starting with the goals, I am beginning to decentralize you. I'm beginning this process of coaching. There's a little coaching technique. It's not all about you. So what are the two of you going to come together to create? What is the lifestyle? What does it look like? So someone's relationship goal might be that my husband and I are going to create a safe space where we can share our emotions without judgment. That's what we are going to do together, not what he's going to do for me. What we are going to do together. My husband and I are going to create generational wealth so our children don't have to worry about taking out loans for college, or we're going to purchase our children's first house, whatever that looks like. Right? My husband and I are going to create together. So those are going to be your goals. They're going to be SMART goals, which means that they should be SMART, attainable, reachable, measurable, whatever SMART stands for. Okay, so that's what I start with, because it's not all about you. It is partially about you and partially about them. And we need to take away this idea of it's them. They're the problem on either side, because that's only causing more division, and it's not creating the lifestyles and the love that we are looking to create. So we start with, what are your relationship goals? You literally write that down on paper. You have to write it down every night before you go to sleep. Hey, Busy Bee, it will be up for 48 hours. And then after this, my trainings and my weekly Ask Alison lives will be on YouTube effective January 1st. You could click the link in my bio and subscribe so that I will be going live on YouTube, as well as having the full length of everything on YouTube. Instagram and TikTok will get the clips. Okay? Good question. So the goals, what are we creating together? You're going to write that down on paper. I asked them to create 2 relationship goals. You're going to write that down every day. Remember, we were talking about when people invest a little bit, when it's not a stretch for them, when it's not too much like, oh, should I do this, right? When they don't do their homework. So this assignment and number 2 that we're about to get to, I catch my clients who are not serious, not doing their homework with this. You have to write this down every night. You have to write this down every night. Sweet Lib, will the masterclass you have go up as well? No. So the masterclass won't, but I'll tell you this. The masterclasses will only get you so far. YouTube videos will only get you so far. Your ebooks will only get you so far. What you put in is what you get out. So no, I won't be increasing any masterclasses. As a matter of fact, I probably will be dropping them. And one thing too, side note, my Future Wives Club, I'm going to be reorganizing and also dropping. because you get what you pay for. And at some point you have to decide, if you've been in the game dating for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, and you're not creating and not getting the results you desire, something is off. And it's only so much that a $15 masterclass is going to get to you, right? So I'll give you an example. When I was on that hour call that cost me $638 and I was 50% off, when I was speaking to Terry, the multi-million-dollar business coach, I told her my problem. This is why I'm feeling burnt out, Terry. I'm overwhelmed with my business because of this. I did hire a VA and it did help, but this is the problem. I need to manage time, so I'm spending more time with my kid. I need to manage time so I can have more time in the gym. These are my specific issues. And when I shared those specific issues with the coach live, right, she was able to then tell me, well, this is what you need to do to fix it. I could watch all of Terry. She has hours, probably hundreds or thousands of hours of videos on YouTube that I could have watched Terry. But one, when it's free, people don't take it serious. And two, it's still not as in-depth as what I need. Alison needs. Alison Wellington is struggling with this. Help me, right? And so I'm not going to change the prices of the masterclasses. I actually have a masterclass on sale right now, live, Dating 101, which is going to be December the 14th. It's $19. It's going to be 2 hours. And it'll help, but do you need a little bit of tweaking? Or do you need accountability and hand-holding because you know that you're not showing up, so you need somebody who's going to be stepping on your neck to get the work done? All right, so you have to decide what's best for you, okay? Now, so step one, the goals, you write it down every night. What do you desire to create with your partner? Step two, let me get a step two. Step two, the number two. 22222. Keep me accountable, guys, because I'm going to forget what number I'm up to. 22222. How do I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve? So number two is going to be those non-negotiables that I always talk about. What are the behaviors and traits that you require from your partner or your potential partner in order for the two of you to be happy and continue to be together? Behaviors and traits. Behaviors and traits. Those are things that are a part of a human being that will probably not shift. It would take something outrageous for that shift to happen, right? If someone is a compassionate human being, they probably are going to continue to be a compassionate human being for the rest of their life. It's not something that's passable. It's something that is who they are. It's a part of their being as that individual, right? So what I ask for my clients to come with to group are 6 non-negotiables. We're not negotiating. It's a must. It's not a preference. It's not I'd like for him to be a cook, or I'd like for him to only have 1 kid, but he can have 2 if him and the baby moms are good. Non-negotiable. It is what it is. Why? Because we need to be that stringent as we date. We have to be that stringent as we date. Especially if you're talking about online dating, because there are literally millions of profiles. And if you're in a major city, you literally have access to millions of people. So we have to be very clear as to what we require and desire, or we're going to be wasting our time dating a whole bunch of people or conversing with a whole bunch of people who are an inappropriate match. Then time is going to be wasting, right? And then we're going to be mad when we was talking to this dude for 6 months and then you realize that he was an inappropriate match. Had you had made it abundantly clear to yourself what is a must and what's not, then you won't waste time with inappropriate matches. This is comparable to when you go to the supermarket and you have a list of what you need to buy to make this meal or to stock your fridge or whatever. You go in with the list, you pick up the items, you go out with it. Now, you can go without your list. You go without the list, and if you go hungry, my oh my, you're going to go up and down the aisles. You're going to buy a whole bunch of stuff that you don't need, right? And then as you buy all these things you don't need, when you get home, you realize that you forgot the things that matter the most, the stuff that gives you sustenance, the bread, the milk, the cheese, the cereal, right? You got marshmallows. I mean, that's cool. That's a nice plus, right? You got 2 types of cereal. It's nice. You got your favorite kind of mixed nuts. Okay. But is that what is going to fulfill you in this moment? No. Now, what happens after that first run of the supermarket where you didn't get the things that you needed? You'll go back and you'll do better the next time. You'll get back into the dating scene and do better the next time, but you still might walk out without. You need the list. Y'all get the picture that I'm trying to paint for y'all? Okay. So step 1 is going to be those goals, because I start with that to make it clear to you that this ain't all about you. It's very easy to say, and he don't have, and she don't have, and they don't have, and this is why, and blah, blah, blah. No, this is the lifestyle that I want to create with my partner, right? That's step one. You're writing that down every night if you're in my coaching program for 8 weeks. Why? Because I need it to become embedded in your mind, body, and spirit. I need you know the expression rose-colored glasses? Okay, so with rose-colored glasses, you put on these glasses, and they usually have like a pink shade, so everything that you see out the glasses are pink, rose-colored, right? I need you to have goals-colored glasses. When you look through those glasses, all you see is, can this guy match the lifestyle that I desire to live? And when I say lifestyle, I don't necessarily mean only financial. It can be, I met a great guy, but he dreams of moving back to South Carolina and revitalizing the family farm and growing only fresh produce because he wants his children and family to be super healthy. His vision is that once he retires from his good city job, he's going to move down to Florida and buy a house on the lake and fish. And your vision that you're an entrepreneur for life and you want to continue to generate money for the next generation, you're never going to stop because that's the hustle. That's the grind, right? You're a New Yorker like me, you West Indian like me. Like, that's the thing, right? Where we keep going no matter what. So that's what I mean by lifestyle. So we have the goals, we have the non-negotiables. These are things that are an absolute must. You cannot waver ever. Well, ever is strong. You will not waver within reason, okay? Now, once you have those non-negotiables, you bring it to group, I will then evaluate them because I'm going to tell you if you're full of it. You don't need marshmallows on the list. You don't need marshmallows on the list. You will be okay with your mixed nuts. It has a little sugar on the top. That could be your sweets. And I know you're going to say, well, oh, Alison, but you're going to, well, and I say this with all due respect, the things that you have been doing thus far has not been working, right? Just like I told you, I booked my consultation with my business coach and it cost me a lot because the things that I have been doing, it's been working in the sense I get the results. I have over 200 clients who are in committed relationships, engaged, married, and new moms, right? So it works for y'all. It's not working for me. It's not working for my lifestyle. I am not happy. So I need, because I don't have the answers, Sway, I need to hire the person who has the answer. And then, well, guess what? Oh, I said this on last night's live. I didn't say it to y'all. This addition to story time, the answer that she gave me, I didn't like. The answer that she gave me, I did not like. I said, I'm not happy in the business. I am overwhelmed. I am getting burned out. I'm spending too much time. I'm not spending enough time with my kid and my husband. I'm not spending enough time for me. I'm struggling to get in my 3 sessions, which are an hour a day, 3 times a week. I'm struggling to get my gym sessions in. This is not working. So this is what I'm thinking of. This is my pivot. She said, kindly, nope. She said, nope, it's not going to work. She said, instead, we need to do this. And she gave me a whole structure, and I've already started to implement it, including in this live. And I didn't like the answer. She said, how do you feel? I said, well, I'm not happy because the answer that I wanted to hear you didn't give me, but I am thankful because you did give me an answer that I think can work. It's not what I thought it was going to be. It's not what I want it to be, but it might be what I need. And so thank you. And I'm going to start executing immediately. And can I tell you that, again, this is my friend who's a multi-million-dollar business coach. She has given me tons of free advice. She literally has thousands of videos on YouTube, and I've listened to a dozen of them, maybe. And I executed something here or there, but I didn't put my all into it because I didn't invest. And now I invested, and the joke is that's her 50% off, right? So at some point, even if you don't like what I got to say, right? I got over 200 people, including men, because there's some guys on this live, who have listened and gotten the results. So at some point, we got to decide that what you're doing ain't working, and it's okay, because this is not your area of expertise. There's areas of expertise, plenty, most, that I don't have. I can't plant a plant, them plants would die, right? I can't apply my own lashes. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't fix a leak. That's what you got plumbers for. That's their area of expertise, their zone of genius. Yours is yours. And when you don't have the answer, you find someone who does it. It doesn't have to be me, but you need to find somebody. You have to take some action. How long is it going to take for you to take action? Are you going to be 39 and not take action? Again, assuming that this is what you want is a loving, committed relationship that potentially leads to marriage. I ain't talking to you if you say, I'm happy with my peace. I'm not talking to you. Which, by the way, I find extremely ironic that you're on every dating and relationship page every post, every live conference, event, workshop, show, but you love your single life so much. There's a disconnect. There was a woman who emailed me yesterday. Another story time. I'm about to get to number 3, I promise. Well, actually, 2A. There's a woman who emailed me. I sent out my emails. Hey guys, I'm going live. I'm going to be teaching this, blah, blah, blah. Send me an email. She said, Alison, to be honest with you, I'm over love. I'm over it. Right? And I responded to her because I got like a couple of thousand followers over the last couple of weeks. So I don't know if she's new to me. Right? So I had to be careful because y'all who know me, y'all who've been rocking with me, you know that I'm coming from a place of love. Right? Somebody who's new doesn't know that. So they just might think that I'm being nasty. So I said, hey, I don't know if you're new to my page or you're familiar with me, but I speak in a way that's tough love. And this is only out of kindness that I'm saying this to you. This is not to be nasty. But you clicked on something to get on my page. You clicked on something in order to get on my email. It's not on my page. You downloaded something. I don't spam nobody. You downloaded some training. You downloaded some ebook. You took some action when you wrote in your name, your email address, and your phone number. So if you just say that you have given up and you don't care, it's contrary to how the fact that I'm emailing you right now. That doesn't make sense. So you can either, and I said this in a kinder way, but again, I hope y'all know me. This is coming from a place of love, but I said it a little bit nicer than how I'm about to say it to y'all, but I don't remember exactly. I said, so we can be honest and say that we're afraid to get back out there and you need some support, and then you can schedule a consult and let's discuss how I can help you. Or this is not the place for you because I am a place that is I am trying to create a community that's around love. Right? AKA, you want this. You clicked on this. So take this help. All right? Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to others because we do that in order to save face. Oh, I don't even know if marriage is really for me anyway. Oh, well, the divorce rate is so high, so I don't know. I'm fine being the rich auntie. I'm sure there are some people who actually don't care to be married. I'm sure there are plenty of people who don't care to be parents. But if you are just saying that in order to save face, you are only hurting yourself. And instead of you lying, you need to reach out for help. It does not have to be me. I may not be your style. I may be a little too rough around the edges. Y'all know I always talk about me being a Brooklynite. Us New Yorkers are mean. It could be my Caribbeanness. West Indian people are mean, right? So I might not be the one. However, at some point you have to decide to take action in anything that you want. If you want the promotion, take action. You want to lose the weight, take action. You want to save money and manage your finances better, take action. But you got to do something, okay? 2A. How do I help professional, busy women be found by the partners that they deserve? We take those goals from number 1. We take the non-negotiables from number 2. And then we create a list of all of the questions that you should be asking and all of the behaviors you should be paying attention to so you can assess whether or not that gentleman is an appropriate match. All the behaviors, all of the traits, all of the non-negotiables, right? So, my notebook is over here and I'm like, y'all gonna see my Nick short. So let me see if I can reach it. Okay. Sorry, y'all. So, come on, pen. Come on, pen. Don't do this to me. The pen just did it to me. All right, so we're going to do this without the pen. Can I shake it down? No, that ain't going to work. So, oh, look. There's a pen right here. I ain't going to mess up my new notebook because this is nice and pretty. I'll mess it up for y'all. Let me do something in the back. So, we're here, right? We have our notebook. We literally have a pen and paper. You're going to take your non-negotiable. Your non-negotiable is that your partner is hard working. Hard working. That is a non-negotiable. I don't date bums. I work mad hard and I'm Caribbean. We value work. So I have hard working. Y'all see this? Hard working, right? And y'all remember this back in school where you used to have the spider web, and then you had the lines coming out of it for different ideas. You are then going to take that non-negotiable and you're going to generate questions to figure out whether or not that gentleman is a non-negotiable. or has that non-negotiable. So what are some of the questions I can ask someone to see if they're hardworking, if that non-negotiable is a good match? I would start with, what do you do for a living? Literally, write it down. What do you do for a living? In my next line, I would say, do you enjoy your work? If you could do something else, what would it be? Do you see yourself retiring from this? If the job is not clear, like they're not a science teacher, right? I would get some details. What do you have to do? What are your responsibilities at work, right? Is there room for promotion at work? What is your schedule like? So I'm asking questions about his work. I'm asking questions about her work because I need someone who's hardworking. So I'm going to generate all of the questions that are related to that non-negotiable. And I'm going to word it in a way that does not seem like this is an interview, but it is. And even for the gentleman on the live, I'm not afraid to say it out loud to y'all. It is an interview, as it should be for you, as it should be for everyone. Because if this is the person that you're going to potentially live with, be with, share your finances with, buy a house with, right? Leave everything that you got for with, have children with, vacation with, sleep with, eat with, shit with, bathe with, then you need to know whether or not they're a good match. Now, we're not going to make it where it's uncomfortable or it's boring, right? But that's what I teach in my coaching program. I do these for every non-negotiable. The spider web. I give all the questions you need to ask for each non-negotiable if you're a client in my coaching program, right? I then give you the questions exactly how to ask it so it does not come across as that you are being too much in the business. This is uncomfortable. This is an interview. This is not enjoyable, because there is strategy on the way that you ask a question. I'm not going to ask a man, if I were single on a date, I'm not going to ask a guy, do you believe in the institution of marriage? Hell no, I wouldn't ask that. I would instead ask questions around his childhood and where he grew up and who raised him. And are his parents still with us? Oh, thank God. COVID was really tough in New York. We lost a lot of our elderly, right? Which for us, if you're in your 30s and 40s, your parents are now elderly. Thank God, right? Do you have a relationship with them? Were they ever married? Those are the questions I'm asking. I'm not saying, bro, do you believe in marriage? Because I ain't trying to waste my time with nobody who... coming off as angry and jaded and nobody's going to like you, even the ones that you like, okay? So... we had 2A, which was the questions. For my clients, I give them all of the questions they need to ask, how to ask it, when to ask it, all the behaviors they need to pay attention to assess whether or not a gentleman is an appropriate match. That's 2A. Now we're moving on to 3. 3. Let me see a 3 in the comments. Let me see a 3 in the comments. Let me see a 3 in the comments. Okay, so number 3. The third step out of 8. The third step out of 8 of how I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve. Thank you, Fina Amber. Thank you, Rhoda. I hope you booked your consultation, Rhoda. Let's go. Gigi Lovely, you've been here for a long time, sis. When I'm going to see your face. Come on. Thank you, Hotlanta. Number 3, how do I help busy professional women be found by the partner that they deserve? Number 3 out of 8 is all about you. Self-reflection. What are the behaviors and traits that you are exhibiting that makes being in a relationship with you more difficult than what it should be? What are the behaviors and traits that you exhibit that makes being in a relationship more difficult than what it should be? And then once we have that list, I'm going to give you a plan of action as to how you can change those behaviors. It might be some YouTube videos. It might be some workbooks. It might be another coach. Your finances are in a mess and you can't keep it together. A financial advisor, right? You may need help when it comes to skin, nails, hair, whatever that is, right? You don't feel confident because of your teeth. Let's find you an orthodontist. Let's go. But I'm going to help you to create a plan around the thing. Maybe it's that you're argumentative. That was my thing, right? But there needs to be not only talking about what the issue is, but a plan that is put in place to figure out what the next steps are, free or not. Yeah, you might need more than me. I mean, how many other professionals do you pay, right? My nail tech don't do my lashes. My lash tech don't do my hair. Somebody else does my eyebrows, forget it, right? So somebody else maintains my car while someone else does the plumbing. My husband does the electrical. He's pretty good at that kind of stuff. And then we have a neighbor who's a master electrician. He comes and helps sometimes. You might need some more help to get to the result that you desire. And at what point are you going to say, I need to suck it up? Okay, so Bless 615, I will be saving the live for 48 hours. So for 2 days, it'll be on my page so you can check it out. Okay, after that, it goes directly to my Future Wives Club and they get all of my lives to review. Got it? So I forgot that you were argumentative, low key, a keyword were. That was a big problem for me. I could be as pretty as you want to be. Right? Y'all know I've been working on my fitness. I could be as fit as I want to be. But who wants to be around an angry chick? Who wants to pull up in their driveway and have to walk in after a hard day of work for somebody who wants to sit there and argue? It's an unattractive trait. And I know that you guys have seen pretty people with a nasty attitude and it makes them look ugly. Yeah. So even if you cute out there, that don't mean that there's not work to be done internally. It might be internal or external. So that's step 3. Figure out what behaviors or traits that you exhibit that makes being in a relationship with you more difficult than what it should be. Right? And in terms of the looks part, that would be your own confidence. So that wouldn't be, it's not hard to be with you because your teeth are crooked. It's hard to be with you because you lack confidence because your teeth are crooked. And so these are the behaviors that you exhibit. You have insecurities and you act out on those things. You're not trusting because you're insecure, because you don't think you're worthy because of these things. Make sense? Number four out of 8. How I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve. Number 4, I teach women, busy professional women, how to navigate dating apps with ease. I teach women how to navigate. Sorry, y'all. I need my water. I've been talking for a long time. I teach women how to navigate dating apps with ease. Okay? So, how do we do it? Number 1, you need to choose an app that is appropriate for you based on your location. Location, just like real estate. And then also based on your age and your race, potentially, if race is a factor for you, and the demographics of the gentleman that you're looking to date or the person that you're looking to date, right? And for my clients, I give them that app. Here you go. This is the right app for you. Then we create the profile together. What does that look like? So number 1, you need to have 6 photos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 of them should be headshots from the top of your head to your clavicles, smiling and warm at all times. 2 of them should be full body, smiling and warm at all times. The last 2 should be action shots. So whatever your face looks like as you are mid-run of your marathon, or you're pouring some soup on the soup line, or you're reading a book to the kids, it really doesn't matter. 6 photos. Number 2, your bio needs to be short and sweet, and it should include something that you're interested in, not what you do for a living. No negative Nathan, negative Nancy comments. If you a F-boy, then don't message me because, absolutely not. It should be short. It should be sweet. It should tell us something about you, an interest of yours, not what you do for a living, nothing negative, and why you're here. So swipe right if you are looking for a committed relationship. I am looking for a committed relationship. I am looking for a long-term relationship. I am looking for a serious relationship. For my clients, I write those for them, okay? Then the last piece of your dating profile are going to be your prompts, right? Those are those fill in the blank. My 3rd grade teacher would say this about me. I would introduce you to my mom if the prompts. So you are going to fill out those prompts. You're going to choose 3 of them. It's going to be a sandwich. A sandwich has bread, it has meat, it has bread. So this is the same thing with your prompt sandwich. Your bread is something that's soft, light, easy, comedic, gives us some insight about you, right? So one thing I would never, one controversial opinion that I have is that Fresh Prince is better than Martin. It had more of a significant cultural impact. Argue with me any day of the week you want. LOL. Right? Soft, light, easy, comedic, nothing about romance. The meat of your sandwich, the middle, is what you're here for. So you're going to choose a prompt that allows for you to say, looking for a committed relationship with this type of person. Right? Your last one is going to be soft again, a piece of bread. It's a sandwich. So it's going to be my 3rd grade teacher said that I talk too much, but haha, I'm a broadcast journalist now, so it worked out in my favor. Whatever. Soft, hard, soft. Those are your dating apps. I'm going to give you the apps if you join my program, and I'm going to write it up for you. Easy peasy chicken greasy. For those who are getting down on the free, that's cool too. Take those notes and run with it. So that is number 4, number 5. Let's see it in the comments. Number 5. We're talking about the 8 ways I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve. The 8 ways is an 8-step process. And we are now on number 5. Okay, so number 5, thank you, Rhoda. Number 5 is going to be where you go in person to meet like-minded men. Where you need to go in person to meet like-minded men, like-minded people, like-minded women, whatever you are interested in dating and pursuing and potentially marrying in the future and creating a family, right? So, where you go. This is going to be it. I describe this like a pyramid, okay? So at the bottom of the pyramid, you have the biggest part of the rectangle. I'm trying to so y'all can see this, right? It's like a rectangle. It's the base of a pyramid. That's going to be your bottom layer. That's going to be tier 3. That's the bottom of the barrel. And those are the things that you do already. So you go to a coworker's 50th retirement anniversary, something. You go to somebody's kickback. You go to somebody's engagement party. You go to somebody else's baby shower. You go to some event. You're going to something in the park. Spike Lee has his Prince and MJ. You're going out socially like you always do. That's the bottom of the barrel. You think you're doing something by going outside. And the people who ain't going outside, you're not serious. And I say that lovingly. You're not serious. Because how you supposed to meet people? They're not going to be delivered to you. They're not going to be under your tree on December 25th. You're going to scroll through your Instagram and you're going to see those PJ pictures again. And then you're going to be annoyed or upset or that's so corny. Yeah, you know you want to be a part of the corny vibes. And it's okay. And there's no shame in that, right? But you got to do something different. Anywho, don't let me get distracted. We are on number 5. So tier 3, bottom of the barrel, that's basic functioning in the world. All right? You ain't getting no kudos for doing that. Tier 2, so that's going to be like the smaller rectangle, right? In our pyramid, so the smaller rectangle. Tier 2 is where you should be living and functioning. That's effort. That's trying. And that's attending events where men are in the majority. So if you're a heterosexual woman, you are a busy professional woman, you're heterosexual, you're looking for a husband, then you need to be going to spaces and places where men are in the majority. Now, let me tell you this caveat, okay? The caveat is I need you to attend events that you would actually go to regardless to whether or not men were there. I don't want you suffering through, for me, a baseball game. I hate baseball. It's mad long. Football, I like, but it's too cold. Basketball is perfect. I would go to a Knicks game regardless. I would go to, the Nets? A Nets game regardless. I might pay for tickets. I would definitely take them if they were free, and I would have a good time. So I'm not putting myself in a position where I have no idea what's happening, right? Like I'm calling football baseball terminology, right? Like I know basketball. I understand more than just the basic rules. I enjoy basketball. And there happens to be a lot more men than women in the space. Do not go to spaces and places you don't like or you have no idea what's going on. There was this whole thing on TikTok about all these thirsty women at Afrotech. If you cannot turn on a fire stick, because I can't figure out a fire stick to save my life, I am not going to Afrotech. But you know what I do like? I like investment. I love real estate. So when Earn Your Leisure or MG the Mortgage Guy or Kiana Watson or those people who are in the space are having a live podcast recording, they're having a live show, right? If I was in investments like stock market, when they do their live Market Monday show, I'm there. I'm in there. I'm driving to Philly. Yeah, I'm in Brooklyn. I'm going to drive to Philly. If they got something, I don't know why they would have something in Connecticut. No shade to Connecticut. I'm driving to Connecticut. Yeah, something I can get to that's not unreasonable. But I'm only going to attend these events that are male dominated. And I actually have the interest that way. If I don't meet nobody, it's no skin off my back because I like this stuff anyway. And number 2, I can actually engage in a valuable conversation because I'm going to look like a fool standing at Afrotech and I don't know what the hell. I don't know nothing. I don't know what number my iPhone is. My husband deals with all that stuff. That's why I'm so telling y'all to get a notebook. Right? So you have to be reasonable. Okay, so that's tier 2. That's where I want you to live and I want you to function. Male dominated, usually entertainment. Tier 1, that's the little triangle that's on the top, right? Oh God, I messed it up. A little triangle that's on the top, right? Your little triangle is going to be tier 1, top tier, and it's going to be, again, male dominated spaces, but it's going to be serious. So if that means political events, if that means conferences, right? So I kind of mentioned conferences in tier 2. That's really in tier 1. Serious stuff. Mixers. I'm going to the real estate mixer. I'm going to this mixer. I'm going to this conference. I'm going to that conference. Why? Number one, if they have the expendable income to invest in themselves so that they can learn from others something that they've been working on, that says a lot about their character. Now, does that mean that they're all great human beings? Absolutely not. But it says something about it. Okay? Alda, I'm going to be saving it for 48 hours. So you got 48 hours. After that, it goes to the Future Wives Club for life. And they have 24/7 access for life. Okay? Right? So conferences, social clubs, the ones you pay for, the ones that are $3,500 to $5,000 for the year. Yes, that means they have expendable income. That means you have expendable income. So get some, right? Because we cannot demand that we are around a certain caliber of people if we ain't said people. So maybe a part of the work is that for you. Don't know, right? There's going to be like 300 people who watch this live before it goes down, probably more. So this is general, and this is why I talked about that the lives and the podcast and the ebooks only go so far. I'm talking in general. That might not be your concern, but it's something to think about. Okay? So that's going to be your tier 1. We're going on to number 6. Number 6 out of 8 steps of how I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve. Okay? 6 out of 8 steps. We're on number 6. Let me get a number 6. Thank you, Amber. Number 6. Appreciate you. Number 6. Okay? So number 6 is going to be, you know what's so funny? I think last night I also got stuck after number 6. What is number 6? So this is why you should also take notes. Oh, showing up as a good girlfriend and good wife. So by the first 5 weeks of the 6 months of the coaching, you already got dating. That's it. Dating's done. You know what you got to do. Now it's time for you to execute with my support, right? So now we're talking about how to build a healthy relationship moving forward. Because you can get great dates with great guys, but if you are not showing up as the best version of yourself romantically, so we talked about the best version of you as an individual, but what about the best version of you romantically? Then this thing ain't gonna work. So what I teach my clients in my coaching program, The Partner You Deserve, is how to show up as a good girlfriend and then also then as a good wife. And this also works for guys too, as a good boyfriend or a good husband. And it's around love languages and how you love. What are the childhood experiences that you've had that has molded you into the person that you are now? What can we do to process those traumas so you can move on and show up as the best version of you as a girlfriend, a wife, a boyfriend, a husband? Okay, so that's step 6. It's going to be how do you show up and teaching you how to show up as a good girlfriend and good wife. What does that look like? And surprise, surprise, it has nothing to do with cooking and cleaning. Not a thing to do with cooking or cleaning. Okay? That's number 6. Number 7. Let me get number 7. Number 7. 7 sounds like heaven. Number 7 out of 8 of how I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve. Number 7 is all about squashing your concerns and fears. What are your limited beliefs? Do you believe nobody's going to want me because I'm over 35? Nobody's going to want me because I'm overweight. Nobody's going to want me because I have a child. Nobody's going to want me because I'm broke. Nobody, which by the way, you should fix your brokenness, has nothing to do with this. But nobody's going to want me because I'm not making this certain number. No one's going to want me because, and then you fill in the blank of whatever that thing is, right? As long as you go into the dating scene without doing the work and holding on to these limited beliefs, then you are not going to be successful. Let me put it this way. As long as you believe that you cannot lose weight, you believe it. People have told you it's in the genes, it's in the DNA, we all big bone did, you're never going to lose weight. That's what you've been told, right? If that's what you've been told, what are the actions that you are going to do? You're going to eat whatever. Because if I can't lose weight, then what's the point of robbing myself of tasty stuff? You're not going to go to the gym. Why would I go to the gym if you don't like it, right? Why would I go to the gym and mess up my edges? Exhibit A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? I'm working on it. Why are you going to go to the gym, mess up your edges, sweat it out, hire a fitness trainer, pay thousands of dollars? Why? If someone told you and you believe that you're never going to lose the weight, then you're never going to do the things that would help you to lose the weight, right? If someone told you, oh yeah, girl, like you could lose that ain't nothing. If this little thing here, we could just do that. We do some crunches, we do a little cardio, we put this plan in place, we do a hit, we do this, we increase your protein. That ain't nothing. We could fix it. Then what are you going to do? You are going to follow those things. You're going to change that diet. You're going to do that exercise regimen. You're going to show up. So as long as you believe that you can't, you're absolutely right. You can't because you won't. As long as you believe that you can, you're absolutely right. You can because you will. Does that make sense? I need to write that down. I need to put that somewhere. I need to put that in a book. I need to put that on a shirt. I don't even know if I can repeat it. I ain't gonna try. If you caught it, you caught it. If you didn't, you didn't. Right? So step 7 is going to be to removing the limited beliefs that you have so that you don't hold yourself back from succeeding. As long as you believe those things, that's what you're going to do, good, bad, or indifferent. Okay? We're rounding out. We're almost done. We're over an hour now. I'm confident we're over an hour. Let's go. Number 8. Number 8, this is the 8th and final way. The 8th and final way that I help busy professional women be found by the partners that they deserve. Let me see that number 8. 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 Y'all need to stay alive and stay awake with me. Y'all got to keep working with me. You got to give to me, baby. I'm giving to you. You got to give to me. All right. Thank you, Rhonda. And I hope to see when I end this live that you've booked your consultation. Let's work. Okay. So number 8, the final step in helping busy professional women be found by the partner that they deserve is going to be manifestation. So the final step is that I have my clients write out a letter to their future husband, thanking him for being the amazing man that he is. Why? Because then when that man shows up, they literally have a blueprint for how he is behaving, and they will be confident in their decisions. I don't know, there's some of y'all out there who have a good man and y'all throw him away for foolishness, right? That letter is going to reduce the foolishness. You are writing down 2 paragraphs. Dear future husband, I am so thankful for the way that you show up for me and our children. I have never felt like a single mom like I've heard so many stories before. I could turn my back and I know that the kids are safe all the time. Dear future husband, thank you for making sure that I always feel safe and secure in our home. I know it gets on your nerves when I get on you about double locking the door and checking the windows, but I always know that if I'm in this house with you, then I'm always going to be safe. Dear future husband, right? And then when you have that man, when we start nitpicking about if his belly a little too bigger than what we like, when we start nitpicking about him and his Jordan jeans, you could change the jeans, y'all. You know that little old thing that's trying to get at you and you don't like his pants? You could change the pants. Tell him, I'm not going out with you till you change them pants. So here's some websites. Them little things is not going to come out in that letter. The things that matter, the things that give you sustenance are going to come out in that letter. And that's going to help you to stay focused on the things that matter. Not a gut that somebody could burn off in 3 weeks. You know, men, they lose weight like nobody's business. Not a pair of jeans that you could buy online for Black Friday at half off. Give it to him as a gift if you want for Christmas. Right? He got a flip phone. You're gonna help grandpa out. You're gonna make sure he get the newest iPhone. Under his name. We're not crazy. Right? But those are the minor things that hold us back from the love life that we desire and require. Okay? All right, folks. So, hey, Nikki, I saw you just joined the live. This is going to be available for you, Nikki, because this is going to be in the Future Wives Club. For everybody else, this live is going to stay here for 48 hours. I would implore you for you to watch it and to take action. If that's not enough for you, at some point, you have to decide that this one-sided conversation is not enough. You need more support. The one-sided podcast is not enough. You need more support. The ebook, the free one, come on, how many frees? It's been 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 years. At some point, you have to decide you need help. And it may not be from me, but all I want to know is that somebody helped you. And when that somebody helps you, if it's not me, if you choose any other coach who has testimonials, because we're not picking people because they're popular. We're picking them because they're winning and their clients are winning. What does a win look like? They're getting on dating apps and actually finding good matches for the first time ever. They're transitioning from a dating app to the phone. From a phone to a good date, number 1. And good date, number 1, they don't get ghosted anymore. It's now date 2, 3, and 4. They're getting into committed relationships. They are getting engaged. They are getting married. They are starting healthy and happy families. Those are wins. You're looking for that when you choose your professional, whoever it may be, right? And then if you don't choose me, it's A-okay. I just want you to win. Y'all already know what my purpose is. I done shared it. I'm going to share it every time I go live. Okay, it's about the kids. It's not about y'all. I love y'all, though. Y'all are a byproduct. Y'all wins are a byproduct of the real win, right? Impacting society through creating 2-parent households for our children that are healthy and safe and stable. All right. When you win with somebody else, which is cool, I still want you to come and DM me and send me that ring picture. You know, I love my ring pictures, right? I love I'm in a committed relationship because of you, Alison. I love I'm going on dates for the first time in 20 years. My husband passed and I'm so thankful that I went through this program. I'm finally having fun again. right? Whatever that looks like, whatever your win is, because everyone's win is going to look different. If you get it with somebody else, I still want it because that was me, because you watched this live. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, beautiful people, I'm out of here. I got like 6 minutes of quiet with my husband until this little baby wakes up from her second nap of the day. It is a pleasure. This live will be saved. If you are interested in joining me in my coaching program, click the link in my bio, book your consultation. I'm going to tell you the price up front because I don't play those games. 6 months of coaching to get you through this process that has gotten me over 200 clients in healthy, happy relationships that lead to marriage is $3,500 through the end of the year. Through the end of the year, $3,500. After that, it's going up to $4,997. Because I had the testimonials to prove that my systems works, and I've streamlined my system to make it work even faster for my busy professional women. The proof is in the pudding. All right, folks. I love y'all. I hope this is helpful, but do more. Whoever it is, whatever it is, do more. Have a good one.